Have you ever wondered why some people make foolish decisions even when they know better? Why do we sometimes act against our own self-interest or fall for obvious scams? These are just some of the questions that this book aims to answer. In this video, we'll be exploring the key themes and ideas from the book and discussing how they can be applied to real-life situations. So, let's get started. Chapter 1. Defining Stupidity. Marmion starts by challenging the traditional definition of stupidity as a lack of intelligence. He argues that stupidity is actually a more complex phenomenon and can manifest in various ways, including errors of judgment, ignorance, and apathy. He also distinguishes between different types of stupidity, such as benign mistakes versus harmful ignorance, and explores the psychological factors that contribute to stupidity, such as cognitive biases, social norms, and cultural influences. As I was reading this chapter, I found myself reflecting on some of the times when I have made foolish decisions in my own life. It was interesting to see how many of the factors that Marmion discusses, such as groupthink or overconfidence, played a role in those situations. Chapter 2. The Social Psychology of Stupidity. In this chapter, Marmion delves deeper into the social factors that contribute to stupidity. He discusses how our desire to fit in with a group can lead us to conform to social norms, even when those norms are irrational or harmful. He also explores how group polarization and confirmation bias can lead to a reinforcement of stupid ideas or beliefs. I found this chapter particularly relevant in today's world, where social media and online communities can sometimes amplify and reinforce stupid ideas or conspiracy theories. It was a good reminder of the importance of critical thinking and being mindful of the sources of information we consume. Chapter 3. The Cognitive Psychology of Stupidity. In this chapter, Marmion focuses on cognitive biases that can contribute to stupidity. He explains how our brains often rely on mental shortcuts or heuristics that can sometimes lead to errors in judgment. He also explores how emotions such as fear or anger can cloud our thinking and lead to irrational decisions. As someone who has studied psychology before, I was familiar with some of the cognitive biases that Marmion discusses, but it was interesting to see how they can apply to real-life situations. I think it's important to be aware of our own biases and to try to approach situations with an open and curious mindset. Chapter 4. The Cultural Psychology of Stupidity. Marmion argues that cultural factors can also play a role in stupidity. He explores how cultural norms and values can influence our thinking and decision-making, and how cultural differences can sometimes lead to misunderstandings or miscommunications. He also discusses the concept of cultural intelligence, or the ability to understand and adapt to different cultural contexts. This chapter reminded me of some of the cross-cultural experiences I've had in my own life, where I had to navigate different cultural norms and values. It was interesting to see how those experiences relate to the concept of stupidity and how important it is to be mindful of the cultural differences and to approach them with an open mind. Chapter 5. The Psychology of Stupidity in Practice. In the final chapter, Marmion offers some practical advice for avoiding stupidity in our own lives. He suggests developing self-awareness and reflecting on our own biases and assumptions, as well as seeking out diverse perspectives and feedback from others. He also emphasizes the importance of critical thinking and intellectual humility and offers some strategies for cultivating those qualities. I appreciated the practical advice that Marmion offers in this chapter and found it to be a helpful reminder of some of the key takeaways from the book. One idea that resonated with me in particular was the importance of seeking out diverse perspectives and being open to feedback, even if it challenges our own beliefs or assumptions. And that's a wrap on the book summary of The Psychology of Stupidity by Jean-Francois Marmion. I hope this video has provided you with some invaluable insights and ideas for avoiding stupidity in your own life. Remember, stupidity is not just a lack of intelligence but a complex phenomenon that can manifest in various ways. By developing self-awareness, critical thinking, and intellectual humility, we can become more effective thinkers and decision makers. There's a link in the description below that you can use to buy this book, which helps us create content like this for free. And as always, thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos like this. Happy reading.
Was it